I'm Corey Jacobson from Phoenix Theaters, and you're watching Movie Show Plus.
Coming up on a special 1-hour edition of Movie Show Plus, Greg Russell has tons of interviews to get through, and we're highlighting local businesses and especially local restaurants. All that, plus a whole lot more, coming up on an hour-long Movie Show Plus. Hey everybody, welcome back to a special edition of Movie Show Plus. We're on for an hour today, Greg.
Wow.
I
One
know.
whole hour. Fantastic.
That's right. That's right. For those of you that successfully DVR'd us at the right time, we welcome you. We have lots of content today. Look, yeah, look at there's the clock right there.
Yeah, Big Ben Parliament, kids.
We have lots of content for you today, though. The reason for the hour-long episodes are we, as always here on Movie Show Plus, you know, we support local businesses.
Right.
We're always out in the community. We're trying to promote and kind of raise everything. And we have tons and tons and tons of different local businesses to highlight today. Restaurants, you know, all kinds of places. And especially, of course, we have a couple things that are kind of qualified as the plus in Movie Show.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right. Plus, we do have some movies to tell you about. But like Tom was saying, yes, we want to, now that the city is beginning to open up more, we want to help people get their names out there about what they have and what you can expect when going to their location. Because I know that a lot of us do, you know, we want to start venturing out, but we want to make sure everything is safe and secure for all of us.
Before we get into our new segments and promoting these businesses, here's a short little montage, though, that I put together. Greg, this is pretty much everything that we did in 2019. So maybe if people aren't really sure about what we have been doing with businesses, here's like a sample of some of the creative ways that we can promote your business.
Like I said, the Rooster Tail, fabulous place, and especially since Motown celebrated its 60th anniversary this year, the Rooster Tail story is just a big part of that whole celebration.
If you hear a lot of noise, it's because there's always something going on here at the Rooster Tail, and there's a party going on behind us, but we're here anyway to kind of show off the awesome holiday stuff that the Rooster Tail has to offer. But Greg, the Rooster Tail isn't the only location that we have highlighted. In fact, our show in the past year has been to several local businesses, helping them make a little bit of green.
Which sounds great. And we'd like to do the same. If you've got a business out there, get in touch with us. We'd love to go out and shoot at your place.
We have a lot of creative ideas of what we can do for you, whether we tie in a local like a new release to your business, or if you're just a movie lover. But there's all kinds of opportunities to kind of work with us in a very unique way. Video is the #1 way to sell, as we all know.
Absolutely.
And we have helped out a lot of businesses. In fact, here are just some of them that we have been at this year.
Had a great time.
We are here at the Maple Cafe inside of the Maple Theater. We're going to be talking all about this awesome new addition to the Maple Theater. We're going to speak with the owner a little bit later of the Pita Post, who's featured at the Maple Cafe.
We are here at the fabulous Rooster Tail in downtown Detroit. Now, this building has so much history. So many great acts have performed here. Everybody from Motown to Frankie Valli, George Carlin, and so many more. We'll be telling you all about that. Plus, we've got a movie to talk about, too.
As we said, we are here at our good buddy's place. This is Dino's Lounge in Ferndale, Woodward, just south of 9 Mile. Tom, I know you've been ready to go after these for a while. These are Dino's sliders, and they are delicious.
Coming up on Movie Show Plus, we are here in Mount Clemens at the Octopus's Beer Garden, a Beatles-inspired local business.
Love it.
Greg Russell here with Chef Bob, right here at Octopus's Beer Garden.
Wow, look at this.
So I brought you guys a little taste of Michigan summer. This is crisp cauliflower. It's fresh cauliflower. It's marinated in cayenne pepper, a little spicy, paprika.
Wow.
Those are mine. Yep.
So our Beatles-themed episode rolls right along. I am sitting down right here at the establishment called Hey Jules, a Beatles-inspired
company located in Clinton Township, Michigan. I'm at the Maple Theater right now. It is Sunday night. The Game of Thrones finale is about to happen. We're having a screening party here. It's off the chain. I am now here at Gerard Tuxedo in Livonia. I'm here with the owner of the company, Jen Gerard. Jen, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thanks for coming out.
Well, I am here at the Elysium Experience with the executive producer of the Elysium Experience, Nick Hardy. Nick, thank you so much for joining us today and talking weddings.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Hey, Greg Russell here from Movie Show Plus, enjoying being here at the Foundation Hotel this week.
People ask me all the time, what is Secret Cinema? It started in 2012 and has grown. It's a program that occurs every month, at least twice a month. It's a classic film series, but the twist is, you won't know what the movie is until the lights go down.
This is so great. Welcome back to Movie Show Plus. I'm Greg Russell here with Michael Shana of the Rooster Tail.
Well, thanks for coming out here.
Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah.
This is definitely one of the crown jewels of the city of Detroit, and it's been family owned by your family since when?
Yeah, my grandfather actually built it in 1958, so we're celebrating 61 years now.
I know what you're all thinking. The first question you're probably asking is, what are we doing talking about insurance? But there's actually a lot of different things that a bride-to-be should be thinking about when it comes to insurance.
100%. There's, most of the time people don't necessarily think about this aspect of it. They're thinking about all the normal stuff, DJs and pictures and all that stuff, and that's understandable.
If American culture is a culture of violence, then this is just another movie. But if not, then the Hollywood community, the public at large, the law enforcement community, everyone should we're all stakeholders.
So, Greg, before we get into the other segments that we have planned on the show, how you been hanging in there, man? We're getting closer and closer.
Yeah.
As we recorded this, restaurants are going to be opening soon.
Right.
Stay-at-home orders lifting. How are you feeling about the outlook of movies? Do you still think we're going to get Tenet in July? Do you think the movie theaters are going to be back sometime soon?
I guess it all depends on, what they can figure out in regards to seating. I know that you talked to, many of the theater owners here locally, and everybody's had their own ideas. Some are kind of the same, but some are different. So we'll actually just have to wait and see what they come up with. And then again, will people feel comfortable going out and sitting maybe in a close proximity to someone else? So that'll be the main thing that we will see. But then you and I are also going to do some walkthroughs just to see what some of the theaters are going to be doing.
Absolutely, yeah. You can tune in right here to Movie Show Plus, and we will be on top of the local movie theater scene. The smaller theaters, the larger theaters, what they're all doing, and how you can feel safe in going to the movies, because it's definitely something that we can't lose, man. This can't be the end of the movie theater experience. I can't let that enter my head.
Right. I mean, like you said, we enjoy, and now gotten accustomed to watching at home, because everybody does have pretty much a large television in their family room, basement, or wherever. But you're absolutely right. There's still nothing better than going out seeing a movie at a theater. I mean, just that whole experience. And then especially if it's a big, action type thing, it's just great to see it on a large screen. So, I look forward to that too.
Well, let's just get right into it here. Again, restaurants are part of our culture. The idea that you go out, you dine out, getting carryouts and supporting these businesses when they were closed down is one thing. It's important, but there's nothing like going and sitting down and sharing a meal. Here are some restaurants, some chefs that we've talked to recently, some business owners locally, and let's just get into it, Greg. Let's show the people what they came here to see.
Fantastic. Bon appetit.
This is a really cool honor to be able to chat with Chef Fabio Viviani, who, of course, appeared as a fan favorite on Top Chef. Chef Fabio, thank you so much for joining me here on Movie Show Plus.
It's a pleasure, Tom. Thank you guys for having me. How
you been holding up during this pandemic?
Personally at home, because of course we can't quite travel, but it's a very bizarre scenario. We own and operate 33 dozens of restaurants hotel, casinos all over the United States. So the coping and the pivoting of the business has been quite an experience. Never in a lifetime I would imagine to have to reinvent literally the business overnight. But that's what we do. We adapt, we overcome and conquer. So I would say that 75% of our restaurants, they are doing all right in the takeout, carry out kind of space.
Okay.
Of course, it's not a complete sustainable business model because we are in the business of presence. We are in the business of physical hospitality, not theoretical or virtual.
An interesting challenge too. I mean, all food in general, but especially the Italian culture, upscale Italian cuisine, like Bar Verona. These places, I mean, family, communal is part of the dining experience. It's like you can't. I mean, it's great to do carry-out food and get good food and have it at home, but it's not the same as going out and experience it with a group of family or friends. Interacting with the service, the staff.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, so how do you see the future of this in the short term? I mean, are you guys obviously just going to do what you can do, or do you think that people are going to come out to the restaurants?
So I think the Bar Verona, both in Commerce and Washington, they offer excellent customer experience, right? So you have to take your family out and come and eat with us, from the hostess greeting you to a clean parking lot to beautiful dress table to the cocktail, the wine list, the dishes, the care and love that we put in everything we do in the Bar Verona brands and in any other brands we own and operate is the essence of our experience. Now, if for the next month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, we have to adapt, at the end, we're in the business of serving people. So we want to make sure that people are comfortable. What do I need to do? Do I need to add a few extra sanitation station? Done. Do we need to have disposable menu? Easy. Do we need to... I don't think we can upgrade our cleaning procedure because my restaurants are spotless. You could eat on the floor. But what I'm saying is that maybe we have to have a little bit less capacity. The good news is that Washington is a fairly smaller space. But in Commerce, we have a big restaurant. So you could have 100 people there and they're all, 4, 5, 6 feet apart. That would probably be easier.
I was talking to another restaurant owner recently, and he was talking about this idea of, restaurants opening back up at, half capacity. Not only is that a problem, but it also
it's a bad idea. So if you tell me that I got to run my restaurant for a few months at 25% capacity or 50% capacity, you are omitting the thinking that whether you want me to have a partial occupancy, I still got to pay the full rent, the full insurance, the full licenses, the full everything. So the business model makes no sense. But the restaurant industry employs 11 million people. Restaurant is the largest private employees in United States, employer, in United States. Sure. So, you shut that down, the supply chain, the distribution chain, the produce company, the meat packing facility, the fish, everything goes down. We are the pillar of United States economy, or at least a good chunk of it. All I hear is that let's bail out airplane company, which, by the way, we should. We gotta help all company, not just big companies, small company. Airplane company should get a bailout, but so do restaurants.
Sure.
I'm always very fair. I want to get back to work. I want to serve people. I want to do well for my community. I want to take care of my employee, but we do need some help.
Talk about the 2 locations specifically in Michigan.
Yes.
Are there any plans to grow with more restaurants in the area? And are you planning on being in town anytime soon if people wanted to run into you?
I was supposed to be in town last month. I'm in town very, very often. I do a lot of events with both Bar Verona and Commerce. My partner, Joseph Caradonna and Chris Cosa, are excellent hospitality developer. And if I know them half of what I think I know, the growth is there. There is going to be a hotel and a new Verona branded restaurant opening sometime later this year, early next year in Shelby. Cool. There is going to be something opening downtown Detroit, bigger hotel project. So the Verona brand is not only here to stay, but is here to thrive.
Where can people find you on social media? And if they wanted to learn more about Bar Verona, where could they go?
So Bar Verona website, social media. On Instagram, you get most of our updates, right? For me, it's Fabio Viviani. For Bar Verona, it's Bar Verona Commerce or Bar Verona Washington. We post frequently, so it's very easy to get hold of us. If you want to watch what I cook, all you got to do is to go on YouTube and type Fabio's Kitchen. We have probably 300 episodes already out there.
We are a movie show normally when it's not in the middle of a pandemic. What's some of your favorite movies of all time?
So one of my favorite movies of all time is Goodfellas.
Ah, of course.
Goodfellas.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm a big friend of Al Pacino, so Scarface and anything with Al Pacino involved is very good. You know, I never got into the whole. For me, movie has to be something that actually could happen.
Ah, sure.
So for me, the Lord of the Ring.
It's tough for you to get into superheroes.
It's tough to get into. No, I do believe that Thor exists though. So they incredible.
Okay.
You know, like, all the I don't know. Maybe X-Men is a little bit on the verge for me. From that's too much, or maybe not gonna happen. But I like old school movie. You know, from Il Padrino to Godfather, Goodfellas, Untouchable. I like old school stuff. You know.
Well, hopefully we can get back to movie theaters and do dinner and a movie, go to Bar Verona, then catch a flick afterward sometime soon here. Fabio, again, thank you so much for joining us. And,
I appreciate you, man.
Best to you and your restaurant and your family, and good luck.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day. God bless everybody. Stay safe, guys. Thank you.
I sincerely hope I shall always be a credit to my race and to the motion picture industry. My heart is too full to tell you just how I feel. And may I say thank you, and God bless you.
The West that was won by its pioneers, settlers, adventurers is long gone now. Yet it is theirs forever.
And welcome back to Movie Show Plus. I'm Greg Russell, and as you know, we've been reaching out to people in the community who are business owners and have restaurants, shops, and various things about what's going on with them and what they're doing just to get things opened up. Right now, joined by Rufus Bartell, who is the king of Livernois Avenue. He's got a couple of businesses, or a few businesses there, and want to talk with him about those, as well as all the other shops on Livernois and what they're doing now to get people to come back. Rufus, thanks for being with us.
Thanks, Greg, for having me.
First, we're going to start out with the restaurant that your family has on Livernois, and you can finally answer a question that's always been on everybody's mind. Cuzzo's or Cuzzo's?
It's Cuzzo's. And so Cuzzo's, the name came about is that when the family gets together, it's a lot of people in the immediate family, then we have a lot of cousins and nieces and nephews. So we refer to each other as Cuzzo or cousin.
Right.
And so Cuzzo is, as you well know, is spelled with a C, but we wanted some kind of like, a different branding and made it a K. So it became Cuzzo's. And what it stands for is, celebrating food, family, and friends.
Well, fantastic. I know everybody in town, talks about going there, the delicious food. I've been there several times myself. And it's got to be, especially back in the time, had to be great to know that people were lined up, to come in.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit now about what the restaurant is doing, because I know that they're still open, but in regards to pickup and, different things like that.
So the pandemic has certainly affected how the business functions and how it behaves. However, there is a silver lining in that there's some learning that has taken place. Carryout has always been a small part of the sit-down restaurant experience at Cuzzo's. But as a result of the pandemic, all the restaurants and bars were closed, And so you could do carry out and curbside. And so that allowed Cuzzo's to kind of perfect the carry out and the curbside service. So that's going to be a staple going forward, even larger, as we transition back into half the dining room and then hopefully the full dining room. However, the city had also, because these new beautiful 24-foot sidewalks that we fought 2 years for are finally coming to fruition, it allows for additional capacity to do some seating, some cafe-style seating on the sidewalks that will add to capacity and also give us the 6 feet distancing that's important and keep flattening the curve for the pandemic.
All right. And speaking of that, you've also, all of us have to feel for the folks who have businesses on Livernois. A year ago, that's when they decided to tear out those islands that were down there, which basically then put a chokehold on anybody going, on Livernois between 8 and 7 miles to shop. Then just when you think it's, getting ready to get back, boom, like you said, the pandemic hit. But, now, like you said, folks, if you get the opportunity, please go on Livernois, the Avenue of Fashion. Check them out. Great restaurants like Cuzzo's and your other places, as well as places to go and shop for clothes like Simply Casual, which is another one of your business. Tell folks about that one as well, Rufus.
Yeah, so Simply Casual is a lifestyle store. It's been in existence more than 20 years. Our tagline is live, serve, live, love, and serve. We're the store that caters to a person from 24 to 60, and both men and women, shoes as well, accessories. So that person that goes to work with that blazer on and a pair of slacks, take the slacks off, transition to a pair of jeans, keep the blazer on, and go off for cocktails or a night on the town. Or the person that's traveling to Jamaica, one of my favorite places.
There you go, yes.
All colors, or the floral dress for their wives, we carry that as well. And so we have a conveyor belt in the store that holds 1,800 units that spins around.
Wow.
So we're doing some really cool things on Livernois. So certainly Simply Casual Clothing Store is located right at the corner of Livernois and Outer Drive. And we've got a really cool website called shopsccs.com, which stands for Simply Casual Clothing Store.
Well, fantastic. I look forward to going back over there because I like your shirt, because.
Yes, this is our Livernois Avenue t-shirt, and it has Detroit icons under it, the Florida leaf, the lion, and the flag is one of the cornerstone intellectual properties of the city of Detroit.
Well, fantastic. Rufus Bartell, thank you so much. Don't forget, folks, check out Cuzzo's, Simply Casual, and all the other businesses up and down Livernois. Great place.
If I could say one more thing before we go.
Sure.
My buddy over at Good Times, which is a new bar restaurant that has opened up, and we help them with some consulting and marketing. We're going to do on the 4th of July weekend what we're calling tentatively, Welcome Back to Livernois.
Right.
So it'll be a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday event, indoor, outdoor, live entertainment, and DJ, something really cool. That'll be the 3rd, 4th, the 3rd, 4th, and 5th of the holiday weekend. So I think that'll be a great time for people to come back and enjoy living. And these beautiful sidewalks. You got to see the sidewalks.
I may just have to drive by later today. But Rufus, thank you so much. Appreciate your time. Don't forget, folks, check out all the great things going on Livernois. We've got more Movie Show Plus coming up.
So I am here with Michael and Helen Couperis of the Akamas Restaurant in Chesterfield, Michigan. Thank you both so much for joining me here on the show today.
Hi, thank you for having us. My name is Helen.
My name is Michael. Thank you for helping us.
Yes. So start off, why don't you just tell people a little bit about Akamas Restaurant, the kind of food that you guys have, and a little bit about your history and your establishment.
Okay.
I've been here 6 years, and my food here is Greek and American, and I got also full bar here and reasonable prices here. And I'm very happy, but now when they start these things, it's very bad.
Yeah, that's obviously why we have everybody on right now. Talk a little bit about this hardship. I mean, all businesses are hurting, but especially small businesses like yourselves.
We're doing very well before all this came out. The restaurant is quite big, so it's available for parties like birthdays or gatherings of larger crowds.
Michael, tell me about your history as a chef. You've been doing this most of your life. Tell me about your passion for food.
My history here, I start from 1980 here on the chef on the downtown in the Great Town, and after I'm leaving from here, I've been to South Africa also. I've been the chef there, I have my own business, and after from there, I've been to my country also. I got my own business there.
Okay.
In 2011, I come back here and then carry on the same business, the restaurant, and for 35 years.
Wow. Well, look, I really hope that the best for your restaurant. What are your plans? Some restaurants are choosing to stay closed with, until they can open at 100%. Are you guys gonna be opened, when you're allowed to open at the 50%, or are you guys gonna wait it out?
We're gonna open on Monday. We're allowed to open Monday, 50% capacity, but other things can help us.
Yeah.
Because I told you the customers gonna be afraid to come in, and then I don't know what's gonna happen from there, because other things gonna cover our bills, because it's very high now, everything, the rent, electricity, and the water, and the gas is.
And I'm sure you've noticed too, as a consumer, how expensive everything has gotten. Meat prices have gone up.
Absolutely.
Everything. Cleaning products have gone up. So it's like lose every way you look at it.
We already closed 3 months. Also, we lose there. All the small kind of business, they lose money already for 3 months.
And you lose the goodwill of the client.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully things like this, and that's exactly what we're trying to do on the show, is hopefully somebody will watch this and say, hey, I know that place, or or maybe they've never heard of your restaurant, but maybe they'll want to get out. There are a lot of people out there that would love to support small businesses like your own.
Yep, and we're just thankful that everybody's still healthy.
Yeah.
We're all still healthy. That's the major thing.
That's the more important for us.
And I hope for everybody, that everybody stays healthy, and we just have to follow whatever we have to follow to get through this.
In a perfect world, before this pandemic, if I go into your restaurant, what's a signature thing that I should order? If I've never been there before, what should I order off the menu? What's your signature dish there, Michael?
My husband makes a wonderful spinach pie.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Very Greek, yes, and he also makes the leg of lamb. Really, really tasty.
Especially for the Greek food, like lamb shade, moussaka, spinach pie, grape leaves, all the kind of the Greek food,
Yeah.
Can people do carryouts and stuff like that from your restaurant as well?
Oh, yes.
Well, hey guys, again, thank you so much for joining us here. We're gonna have all your information up on the screen right now that people can see, and I hope that it brings you a little bit of extra business that you wouldn't have otherwise had. And I wish you both the best of luck, because none of us deserve this, and it's just a terrible, terrible situation. But I wish you both the best of luck.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you.
Well, Greg, we are just about halfway through only.
How do you like that?
Yeah, all this content. This is an hour-long special, but we are going to take a short break here. The station's requiring us to take a short break. So when we get back from the break, there will be another half hour of Movie Show Plus with all new content. Yes, stay tuned.
You got it. Looking forward to it.
On behalf of MJR Digital Cinemas.
On behalf of Imagine Entertainment.
On behalf of the Maple Theater.
On behalf of Phoenix Theaters.
On behalf of Cinema Detroit.
On behalf of the Film Lab.
We hope that you're staying safe
and healthy during this unprecedented time.
But don't get too comfortable.
Because movie theaters in Michigan will be back.
And we'll be stronger than ever with your help and support.
We look forward to a brighter future
together.
Big
or small.
Movie theaters aren't going anywhere.
We will see you at the movies.
We'll 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 see you at the movies.
So everybody, welcome back to Movie Show Plus. In case you don't know, this week, Greg, was an hour-long special.
Which we
So
love.
if you're just tuning in, you're actually jumping in at the halfway point. We've already done a half an hour. The good news is, if you missed the first half for whatever reason, you can still find it on our website, movieshowplus.com. All of our full episodes are up, as well as all of our other stuff. But Greg, we have so much more to get into. Let's just jump right back in.
Also want to thank you. That was a great halftime show between the first half of the show and this one. If you missed it, you're going to have to find it.
It was fantastic. There were no wardrobe malfunctions, luckily.
No, nothing. Yeah, we've got lots of things to talk about. Different businesses we've been able to go out and speak with throughout Metro Detroit about what they're going to be doing to get themselves back up and going, and what they're also going to be doing to make sure things are safe with you.
Yes.
Here's another one for you. And we are back with more Movie Show Plus. I'm Greg Russell, and right now, as we all know, viewing movies has changed quite a bit. But one place people are enjoying going to are drive-ins again. Right now, joined by Keith Aldridge, and he is from Canterbury Village and out in Lake Orion. And they've got a drive-in theater, and they have been doing great. People are lining up to see the movies. Keith, welcome.
Thanks, Greg. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it. And people are literally lining up to watch movies at Canterbury Village, which is pretty incredible because we've never been a movie house in the history of Canterbury Village.
And you know, obviously, like we said, probably the idea did come about because of the pandemic. But it seems like you said, I've read the stories. People are lining up, and you even got some big news over the weekend. Share that with some folks.
We did. So obviously, Monday morning, you have to report your sales to the movie houses. And Monday evening, the movie house gentleman that we deal with called us back and said, Keith, you paid the most royalties out of any drive-in movie theater in the country over the weekend. I mean, from going from 0 to 1,000 miles an hour is pretty exciting for us, never being in the business. And just like you said, Greg, it's funny how entrepreneurs or businesses come out of pandemics or problems like 2008. I'm sure there's a lot of entrepreneurs that have said, hey, I have to launch my business. I got to do it on my own. I lost my job working for company XYZ.
Right.
And you're exactly right. The gentleman I do some business with, he does big rock concerts and rock shows and stage equipment. Came to me a few Sundays, I don't know, maybe 6 weeks ago and said, Keith, I got all this equipment. What do you think about doing a drive-in at Canterbury? I said, well, it kind of fits right in our food festival family stuff we've been doing. It sounds great. And we talked about that Sunday. I think the last Sunday in April, we talked about it. That Tuesday, we put it on social media, and Tuesday night, we sold 3,000 tickets in an hour.
Wow.
And then unfortunately, the governor shut us down for a little bit, but we got things worked out last Friday, and we opened up with great success.
That is fantastic. And now you're playing all types of movies too. I know you've got family-friendly movies, things that the kids will like, and then even some classic movies from the past.
We do. So we have a big selection. Obviously, we're staying away from the, I guess we'd say the adult content movies. Right. Canterbury Village is a big, family. I'm trying to turn Canterbury Village into the premier family destination in Metro Detroit. And so, yeah, we got all the little guys out here, and we got some, Spider-Man with a little bit more action and things of that nature. So it's gone very well. The comments on social media have been very pleasant, I should say.
And let people know where they can find out what movies will be showing each weekend. What's your website?
Yep. So our website is canterburyvillage.com, but just go to our Facebook page. And our Facebook page is obviously social media. It's updated constantly, great interaction with our customer base. And then whatever movie you like, then you just go to bigtickets.com. You don't even have to have any individual interaction to buy your tickets. Everything's done online. We scan your ticket through your car window. So if you're, still want to get out of the house and you're a little paranoid about the pandemic, we respect that. Pull up your car, show a great movie. And then for those that want to eat, we got different things. We got food trucks out here. We got the Sea Pub, Irish Pub open. So it's been a lot of fun.
Well, I'm already thinking I'm going to have to come out there, bring my grandkids and enjoy a movie. Like you and I were talking about even before we started, the fun we had, going to drive-ins as a kid. And I would love for them to have that same experience. Keith, thank you so much. And like I said, much success and continue doing the things you're doing out there at Canterbury Village. And yeah, keep that drive-in going.
Okay.
Good old retro fun.
All right. Thanks, Greg. Take it easy.
You got it. We're back with more Movie Show Plus. Greg Russell here, and been joined by two very special guests, Brett and Drew Pierce, guys from Detroit, and they've got the #1 horror movie out right now called The Wretched. Congratulations, guys, and good to see you.
Oh, good to see you too. Thank you.
Greg.
Yeah. Thank you.
Now, I got to tell you, it definitely passed the scare test. My wife does not like scary movies. And so she asked me what I was doing last night. So I'm going to watch this, to get ready. So she says, I'll watch for a minute. When it got to the first incident.
I love that. That's great.
Tell me, how did this whole thing come about with the story?
Drew and I just had realized that the witch really didn't have any rules for how she worked. Like there had been witches in a lot of films, but it was always just kind of like, oh, there's a creepy woman and she may have done some spells and may have hurt some children, but that makes her a witch. So we were like, how can we turn the witch into a creature and create like a mythology and rules around her? So we just looked into a bunch of different mythology from around the world about various witches, and we found two, Black Annie or Black Annis. It's an English myth about a witch that lives in a tree and steals children and eats them.
Yeah.
And then another one called the Boo Hag, which is like a skin-walking witch that wears other people's skins and pretends to be them. And we just like those two ideas. So we just like meshed them together and added our own rules, and then we're like, let's write the script.
Now, you shot here in Michigan. Tell me a little bit about that experience as well. I mean, it was great seeing the Detroit shirts and all the other stuff.
Yeah, we love Michigan. I mean, we've shot both of our movies there now, and we grew up there. We used to show all of our like super low budget indie movies when we were in high school at like Royal Oak, the main art theater.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we used to rent it out and like make all our friends and relatives pay $10 to watch our terrible movies.
Yeah. We'd get dressed up in tuxes and be like, welcome to a premiere. It was like a big showmanship thing. But yeah, we just love the backdrop of Michigan. It's a beautiful state. It just feels like our childhood. And when we were telling scary stories and going up north, like that's the backdrop that we experienced. And we just thought it'd be the perfect setting for this movie, because we have a really sort of creepy, scary movie, but we wanted to set it in a place that feels comfortable.
And I think it's just kind of like, and Drew and I thought this was just the way the world works, is we just think of like, that's what you do. We grew up in Detroit, and in the summer, people skated up north to go, camping, or go, somebody owned a house or a cottage up there, or you went swimming. So I think that was just inherently built into us when we wanted to make kind of like a horror summer vacation movie. It's just, because that's part of Michigan. That's what kind of everybody did back home.
Yeah, and the backdrop of it, we have so many friends. Like I have a brother-in-law even now. It's like he's just waiting to be able to retire so he can move and live up north and do the Florida sort of vacation every year.
That term means nothing out here in LA. I still say it to people. I'm like, oh, like, because we go to these cabins in the mountains that are south of here, kind of like, and I tell people sometimes, I'm like, hey, we're going up north, and we're literally going south.
Yeah.
It's like, it's funny.
We wanted the movie, we were hoping was going to be good. Well, it is, and it's the #1 movie now at drive-ins?
Yeah, that was a huge surprise for us, because we were, we were always supposed to come out on May 1st, and we were going to come out in like, IFC's been great, but we were just going to come out in like 10 or 12 random theaters across the nation. Which is kind of like what they do with independent movies, just to say, hey, guess what? You had a little bit of a theatrical release. Wasn't that fun? And when the pandemic hit, they were like, well, we can't do that. And, of course, we were, we'd worked on this movie for 3 years, so you're a little disappointed, but you completely understand. You're like, it's a pandemic. I don't want people to
everybody to be safe.
hurt, and I want everybody to be safe. But then IFC said, well, there's about these 10 or 12 drive-ins that we know are open that we can put it in.
Right.
So they put it in, and we were just like, oh, this will be cool. We'll just play for a week or two in drive-ins. Neat.
Yeah.
And people just kept showing up. So the next week they're like, let's put it in 20-something drive-ins. The next week, they're like, let's put it in 45 drive-ins. So it just kind of kept,
I think word of mouth just caught on, and then the people just kind of championed the movie and sort of took it.
Which we're so excited about because like we don't have what you would call name actors. You know, maybe some people recognize somebody a little bit from something they're into.
Yeah, we don't have like, you know, a lot of movies, like the big movies that come out, they have $100 million they spend just to put the word out that it's there.
Yeah.
We don't have any of that.
We have the people.
we have the people. We have the movie that we're proud of.
Yeah.
But it's the drive-in sort of created this platform for people to know that it exists. So now it's sort of just found its own life. You know, it's cool.
It's so cool. We never expected it.
Okay, that's great, and congratulations to both of you.
Oh,
and
thank
hey, folks, go see it at a drive-in. Check this thing out. Watch it in a dark room.
Yes.
That'll really be good.
If you can't see it at the drive-in because there isn't one near you, it is on VOD. So you can rent it on iTunes and Amazon and all that stuff too. And just, you know, make some popcorn so it feels as much like a drive-in as possible.
So I am joined right now with Carter, Dan Carter, Carter's Cantina in New Haven. Thank you so much for joining me, man. I'm sure you're busy.
Yeah, we got a lot going on. I do appreciate you having us on, though. It's a great opportunity for us to, you know, get to know some of your viewers.
Absolutely. You know, we have been spotlighting all kinds of local businesses, but especially restaurants.
For me, you get a party of four, and there's 4 cars. It's 4 friends meeting up. It's four families who haven't seen each other in a while. They're gathering in your place. They're having a drink. They're getting something to eat. And it's more than just stopping to eat. It's like so they can have time to catch up and meet each other.
What can you tell people right now as to how things might look, you know, once restaurants do reopen, and your restaurant specifically?
So our restaurant specifically, if we're allowed to open at 50%, we probably won't open. We have 16 tables, and on the weekends and in some even weeknights, we would fill those tables up and have a small wait. So you cut those in half or even less, man, our guests are going to be fighting with each other to steal a table.
Sure.
I think it would just be too hard to juggle that and the carry-out business. So what we're hoping for is we applied to have an outdoor patio, which we'll find out this week if we can have a patio in the parking lot and be able to sell margaritas, you know, because that's the main thing. If we're going to go outside, we want to be able to have margaritas and ice cold drinks out there.
Yeah, that's part of it. Tell people a little about your establishment who don't know. You do Mexican cuisine. I'm guessing, obviously, with margaritas as part of the main course.
Yeah, so Mexican is our featured meals, I would say. We do have a couple non-Mexican items like chicken tenders. We have a burger, but that's really the extent of it. Most of our stuff everything is actually made in-house. Our tortillas are made in Detroit. Our boxes for the tortillas are made in Michigan. We buy as much local produce as we possibly can when it's in season. So it's pretty cool to see that, you know, the whole turn of circle and all of our vendors have been great through this. Even during the pandemic, our tortilla guys in Detroit, they've been awesome. They've been able to manage and keep us going. And our business has actually grown since the pandemic started.
Wow, that's awesome. That's great to hear.
One of few. I know there's not a lot, but our customers, our guests, our friends, you know, they have been really, really like loyal on this time and like really have supported small, and they've done a great job of coming in and getting carry out with us. And you can even see they're starting to, we do curbside. So we take the food out to the car, but a lot of these guys will be hopping out of their car to say hi, see what's going on. Yeah. Just last week we had like four pickup trucks in the parking lot.
That's great.
They were all just eating. They were just all eating on their tailgate. So trying to get that little bit of that social time in there.
If somebody has not heard of your location, but they're watching this now, it sounds like a good, cool place to eat. They want to come try to grab a margarita over there. Tell people what makes your establishment unique, why people should seek you out.
You know, what makes us unique and special is we're family owned and operated. Everybody that works with us is local to the area. We have some awesome margaritas. I like to tell people that we have the best Mexican restaurant in all of New Haven. It's
large landmass. Yeah.
I really do think our food is great, and our guests feel the same way. We have awesome reviews. Our steak tacos are phenomenal. So we got a pretty cool little thing going there, and we've been open for about 4 years. So we're always striving to get better. It's not, oh, we just created this thing and let's let it be. We have some weekly specials from here and there. And it's a pretty cool little restaurant.
Carter, thank you, man. I already feel like I can call you by your last name. Everybody else calls you Carter. So I appreciate you so much for joining us. I hope people check out Carter's Cantina in New Haven. Where can people find you? I know you mentioned your Facebook page and a couple other things. Tell us where people can find you online.
You can find us on carterscantina.com. It is a website that we have available, but our number one avenue is definitely Facebook. We will hold contests on our Facebook pages. We interact with our customers on there. And we post like pictures of our food, our weekly specials, when we got more gluten-free ice cream sandwiches in stock, what kind of margaritas we got going on for the day. So the best place to follow us is Facebook if you have it. If not, you can definitely go on our website. We do have a small Instagram page, but most of it is through Facebook.
Hey, man. Well, keep doing it. It sounds like you have a really good thing going there. It sounds like the community's behind you, and with all the carry-out stuff they've been doing, it sounds like they really are looking, wanting you to succeed. So are we. So, best of luck to you, and thanks again for joining me here on Movie Show Plus today.
I appreciate you having me.
So, Greg, that'll do it. Again, we flashed a lot of information up on the screen during the course of this past hour, a lot of websites, a lot of, social media. We urge people to support their local restaurants, their local businesses, and, of course, support us. You can go to movieshowplus.com, find out different ways. Maybe we can highlight your favorite restaurant. Maybe you're a business owner, and we can come out to your place once we're allowed to, which is fairly soon, and really showcase what you guys are doing post-pandemic.
That's right. And don't forget, the best place to find out about brand new movies is always here on Movie Show Plus. We will highlight the ones that may be opening up soon in your theaters, and also those that you can catch at home, streaming, and getting from other ways, like cable or whatever else you may have.
Yeah, that's right. Greg, I wish I get to see you in the flesh soon, man.
Me too, Tom.
It's been too long, especially in a movie theater. I always tell people, it's so strange that most of my good friends, I spend time with them by sitting in a dark theater, not talking to them, sitting in close proximity. That's how we've spent most of our lives. But I'm missing it.
That's the perfect date.
I am so missing it. I hope to see you soon, Greg. Everybody out there, stay safe, stay healthy, and make good decisions, as I tell my 3-year-old.
You got it. Take care, folks. Have a safe week, and we'll see you next time right here on Movie Show Plus.
Check out movieshowplus.com to watch this episode online, and for exclusive content, extended interviews with Greg Russell, and a complete archive of movie reviews with Tom Santilli. Also, make sure to like and follow us on social media and on our Movie Show Plus YouTube channel.
We are strong, we are resilient, and we will get through this together. But these are stressful times, and it's important to also practice good self-care. It's normal to feel overwhelmed, anxious, or afraid, but there is hope. Reach out to someone, connect with your friends, stay in touch with your community, and know that you are not alone. Learn more at wearebroadcasters.com/hope, furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.